Good evening, everyone. It's Miss Amy, and I am back talking to the teachers, administrators, teachers' assistants, and parents that may be tuning in to get some examples of I love you rituals. That's what we're going to talk about this evening. So here's a book that we have from Dr. Becky Bailey, who created Conscious Discipline, I Love You Rituals. There's also several CDs that have nursery rhymes, kind of nursery rhymes 2.0. All the nursery rhymes are positive, so they don't have these fatalistic endings. They're empowering and positive for our children and for us. And really what the goal of I Love You rituals are is to make very clear eye contact and connection with our kids, regardless of the time of the day. It's great to start out the day with these. If we notice that our kids are antsy or bored or upset during the day, it's a great way to reconnect and reunite, really using music and movement, touch, playful situations, and eye contact. So all the kids kind of dancing and singing, us doing it with them, of course. And there are a million examples on these CDs of nursery rhymes. You can use any music in your classroom. Music you've downloaded for yourself, classical music is great, any fun and silly songs, and really they're songs about following directions. So really when we kind of do the drill into the kids about the classroom rules, of course that is very important for us to establish routines and rituals. But if we do it in a playful and a fun way and do little reminder songs every day about like that song, Who Let the Manners Out, and Let Our Kindness Out. And I'm going to play one for you right now about walking and stopping.
You walk and walk and walk and stop. You walk and walk and walk and stop. You jump and jump and jump and stop. You jump and jump and jump and stop. You skip and skip and skip and stop. You skip and skip and skip and stop.
So you get the idea. What this is bringing a very playful way to teach rules, encourage safety. You can make line-up songs. This is the way we hold our arms when we line up. This is the way we put up our things so early in the morning. Just little things like that. We all love music and relate to it, and it can really help with rituals. Again, the most important thing is acknowledgement with eye contact, fun, us being as present as we can. That's becoming increasingly more difficult in these times, but really to show our kids that we are present with them and we are ready and want to play and engage with them. This is something really cute that we have. This has some of the nursery rhymes on it, and I have it on the little lanyard or whatever you might call that to have, if teachers want to have this handy. An example of this is Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the queen's men could put Humpty together again. So it's not so doom and gloom. Here's a Georgie Porgy. Georgie Porgy Puddin' and Pie gave his friend a big high five. With his friend he loved to play, a gift of a smile he gave each day. So here's the Peter Pumpkin Eater. Peter Pumpkin Eater had a friend he loved to greet, treated her with kind respect, and in the morning hugged his or her neck. So that's much nicer than the nursery rhymes that the way that most of us learned it about someone holding their wife captive in a pumpkin shell. A wonderful woman lived in a shoe. She had so many children, she knew exactly what to do. She held them and rocked them and tucked them in bed. I love you, is what she said. So again, these are really sweet and they're positive. It's kind of a fun spin on nursery rhymes. Kids get really into that and really enjoy it. So if we have any of these handy and any of you teachers would like them, we're happy to give them to you. It's just a fun little thing to indoctrinate into your rituals. As I said about the music, of course, if you want to use your own music as well, or try to get children in kind of like a little routine with this, where when they hear the bells, it's time to dance, and then you can do a little freeze dance and stop it. As I said, any music or CD that you have, anything that's, positive and uplifting on your phone that you think they'd love to dance to. Kids love to dance, just like adults do, but we forget to have fun sometimes. So it's really fun too for us to let our inhibitions go and just be silly with them and just go with it. Another example of I love you rituals is a little we wish you well board. So just to let people know that we love them when we're thinking of them, maybe if they're not with us, this is a nice thing to get your kids involved in. If there's somebody that they're missing or loving, you could always put a picture of them up. This kind of goes into also our celebration center, but wishing well and I love your rituals can certainly go hand in hand. This is my niece that's going to get married. This is my cousin who passed away a couple years ago, and this is a picture of me and my friend Toby when we were at our reunion, just being silly. So little personal touches like this all around the classroom really show, again, connection, presence, that, we really know each other's families and we're getting to know the kids really well too. So the most important thing I can say about I love you rituals is that the more that we can incorporate music, movement, and play into daily activities, the more focused children will be, the more they feel connected to us. And maybe too, it's not so intimidating. If there's a little break in something, if children are having a challenge with sight words or the beginning concepts of math or things like that, and you can see kind of their mercury rising or stress, this certainly applies at home as well. Brain breaks are so important. And I love you rituals are a big part of that. So we can get completely creative. This book is full of ideas. It has great little nursery rhymes in it. It comes with some CDs, but we can do these at home and be as creative as we want to. Every child responds to music and movement, but maybe how they do it is a little bit differently. So I encourage you parents at home as well, making a little game about if no one likes to do the dishes, putting on some music and making it a little assembly line and making it fun. If it's like pulling teeth to get kids to help with their laundry or to maybe clean up the bathroom, have like a cleanup bathroom song or something creative like that. I mentioned in one of the videos I did last week about the little timers, the egg timers that could be 1 or 2 or 5 minutes. Even if you flip that timer and had a couple fun songs and knew that was to get everyone refocused during times of transition, maybe to get ready for lunch or to get ready to go home, or maybe when it's time to clean up, giving them that little warning, but also making sure that the eye contact, the playfulness, the presence are there from us, because we're certainly more likely to be more successful with them and teaching them the fundamentals using I love you rituals. So I hope that that was helpful and gave you a couple examples of things that you can do at home. This is literally a little pizza plate from the dollar store. So we don't have to spend a lot of money to do little creative things, put things on the refrigerator, put down song lyrics or fun little animated pictures to show kids jumping and playing. But again, this one that I played I really liked too, because it's a song about we're really active and then we stop. So it teaches them kind of the ritual of really using their ears and listening for the cues, and it teaches some self-discipline in there as well. So I hope you enjoyed that. I love you rituals are so important, and they're things that all of us as adults should indoctrinate into our lives more, meaning music, movement, and play. And of course, that positive trickle-down effect with children goes on and on. The possibilities of it are infinite. If you ever need any help or suggestions, of course, reach out to your COM or ELM coach. We are always here to help you. And if you have any ideas for us, we'd love to hear them as well. I hope that was helpful. I want you to have a great weekend. And as always, I wish you well. Thank you.